workaholics start from very insecure thought.
EY का एक shocking case सामने आया
Take a psychological first aid.
that all Indians should, work 70 hours a day.
So that's how we can differentiate between a burnout and a depression.
Is being workaholic a mental disorder? आज की जो हम प्रॉब्लम डिस्कस करने वाले हैं वो है जो हर कोई फेस कर रहा है लेकिन बात नहीं कर रहा है. इट्स अबाउट वर्क स्ट्रेस. वर्क स्ट्रेस जो हमारी लाइफ में बहुत कैजुअली एग्जिस्ट कर रहा है, लेकिन आज हम उस बारे में बात करने वाले हैं. वी आर जॉइंड बाय साइकोलॉजिस्ट साइमा खान. साइमा, वेलकम टू आवर शो. वी हैव रिसेंटली सीन EY का एक शॉकिंग केस सामने आया जिसमें अ यंग प्रोफेशनल सडनली डाइड. And a lot of people are talking about work stress now. So Saima, tell us what stress does to our body. Stress हमारी body physically, mentally हमें किस तरह से harm पहुंचा रहा है?
So the EY case has been very alarming and alarming for all of us because it's helping us to understand why stress is important to be acknowledged, right? Because it's part of our everyday grind. So हम प्रोफेशनली जब अपनी लाइफ स्टार्ट करते हैं, सो वी आर ऑल एक्साइटेड, राइट? वी वांट टू प्रूव आवरसेल्फ, वी वांट टू क्लाइंब द लैडर्स ऑफ सक्सेस. एंड जब हम उस ग्राइंड का पार्ट बनते हैं, सो वी आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट स्ट्रेस हमारी एक्चुअली बॉडी और हमारी माइंड पे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है बिकॉज वी आर पार्ट ऑफ दैट ग्राइंड. देयर इज़ अ लॉट ऑफ प्रेशर ऑफ वर्क, आई नो इट, बट आई हैव टू ऑल्सो प्रूव माई सेल्फ. दैट्स गोइंग इन माई माइंड, राइट? सो व्हेन दैट इज़ गोइंग इन माई माइंड, I might not pay attention to certain small warning signals that would be there, like simple things that if I have to work after the working hours and there is something that I have to complete, it could be that it is coming from the management or it is something that I would like to prove to the management that I am good enough. I might compromise on my sleep, right? I'm working so hard and I don't want to be off my desk because I just want to focus and give my best because the person who's sitting next to me might take my chair and it's a competitive world that I'm living in. So I'm dispensable. There is this sense in my mind that there is no security. There's no security to job. So I'm living with this thought every day when I sit down on that desk working and feeling that I need to prove myself. So when I become that part of that grind, I'm constantly glued to the idea that I have to prove myself, prove to the management, prove to my family, and of course achieve my goals. And as I said, it starts with compromising on the sleep, compromising on eating, not taking care of your social life also. I don't want to because sometimes I might feel that I'm missing out, like we call in the Gen Z terminology FOMO, that the fear of losing out. Right? And that makes us to not become aware of the very simple warning signs wherein we are compromising on our sleep, on our appetite, not taking care of our physical health, we are not moving around, we are not taking care of, exercise, which is a very important part of your life. And we are also avoiding social spaces wherein, I'm not interacting with my family enough. So I'm not even getting the chance to express of what I'm going through. And that's what exactly happened in the recent case, wherein she was compromising on so many things on the health perspective, which actually led to such a very sad consequence that girl has gone through.
ऐसे ही स्ट्रेसफुल और टॉक्सिक इन्वायरमेंट में ये लोग जो काम कर रहे होते हैं, as you said, they are so engrossed in their work that they don't even realize कि उनको stress हो रहा है, that they are exerted, that their body is telling them that you have to stop. ऐसे कौन से early signs हैं जो हम detect कर सकते हैं overstressed, exerted लोगों में?
So if you see yourself that you've been compromising your sleep lately and it has been happening for at least 2 weeks of a period of time and you're seeing that I'm not having enough sleep. So what is enough sleep? Enough sleep is almost 8 hours of sleep. It should be that what we require to our body to, re-energize, right? If I'm compromising on my eating, which could be eating junk, right? Eating at odd hours, or maybe skipping a meal, right? I'm having tension or muscle pains. So we call it as tension muscle aches or the headaches, right? And if you're seeing that this is persisting over a period of 2 weeks, I'm making a period, a duration, so that you can notice if this is happening with you. And you're also seeing that there is a fluctuation in your mood. A fluctuation in a mood could be either I'm avoiding people, right? Because it's too much of a pressure for me and I don't know what, uh, how to deal with it. And I'm feeling insecure. I'm feeling that there are thoughts of self doubt coming in. So I will avoid those social interactions because I'm in my mind. I'm feeling that maybe I'm not good enough. So I would like to avoid these social, professional conversations. So if you're seeing that you're avoiding people at work, you're procrastinating work, right? It's taking too much of a time for you to complete the work. And you get up every day with an exhaustion. It's a tired feeling, right? And that tired feeling could be a mental feeling, wherein I'm feeling foggy, exhausted mentally, or a physical tiredness, wherein it is an effort to get up in the morning. I have to pull myself out of the bed, right? So these are few warning signs which can help you understand, yes, the stress is building in you. And that can lead to a burnout soon enough, wherein these symptoms would only exaggerate over a period of time, which could lead to physical health issues or a mental health issue.
I mean, आपने जो भी symptoms list करे, I think I have 2 or 3 of them.
We all have them because we are all in this hustle,
Yeah.
right?
Hustle
And
to
we like the
chase.
hustle also, right? Because we have that energy at your age. You would like to do that. You would like to be that part of that hustle, right? And you enjoy it also. So that is the honeymoon period, right? So you're feeling it, but you're saying that I can carry forward and I can chalta hai. मैं कर लूंगी, right? And इतना तो बनता है because everybody is doing it, right? Everybody is doing it. So I can also do it. So that's why I say it's a honeymoon period. So this is the onset of stress. So you might not know that it might impact your body, but slowly वो build up होना शुरू होता है. शुरुआत में नहीं पता चलता because you have your aspirations, you have your goals in your mind which will pull you. But time and again, you need to take that break to notice that, am I ignoring myself? Because as much as we are right now talking about again that case, that how as organizations have to come forward, make more mental health policies so that they can see that if the employee is going through a burnout, so that they can recognize the early signs and do something about it. As much as the management is responsible and accountable for it, you're also accountable for your own health, right? You need to also say, I'm not okay. And we are very scared to say that, right? Again, because the fear of insecurity. Imagine that insecurity is having a seat in your mind. How restless and how uncomfortable it would be. How overwhelming it would be. That I just can't rest. I don't have a choice because I'm dispensable. I'm repeating this word again and again is because just to help you understand that if this is happening in your mind, because understand stress impacts your body, your mind, your emotions, and your behavior, right? So if in all these 4 parameters, if it is impacting you, then you need to pay attention to it. So body I've given you, thoughts I've told you, that if you're feeling that there is a imposter syndrome, that today we also talk about it, that I'm not good enough, and that makes me to do more or makes me to avoid sometimes also, right? And behaviorally, we see that people will get into habits of smoking more tobacco or smoking up alcohol, right? Or the mood reactive actions that we see around you, wherein you would become very aggressive in your nature, you will become irritable in your nature. It could start with very simple snapping to getting the anger outburst, maybe at your office, maybe back at your home. So if that is changing your mood and you're feeling suddenly there are dips, like few of my clients says that there are good days and bad days, right? So good days are when my mood is fine and the bad days are that I have to pull myself up. And we all have them. But if you're seeing that the bad days are, or they are persisting and you're seeing it, that it's been going on. So maybe we need to pause, sit back, reflect. What am I doing with myself?
Like you just said, smoking and alcohol. These are the 2 common things every corporate employee does. I think it's more prevalent now. आजकल ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग they are taking more smoking breaks and they are doing कारोबार very frequently. So are they becoming habitual to it, sticking to it because they are stressed, or it is this thing, alcohol and smoking is making their stress worse?
सो हेल्प मी अंडरस्टैंड, जब आप देखते हैं किसी को बाहर जाके स्मोकिंग ब्रेक लेने के लिए, व्हाट डज दैट ब्रेक मीन? और जब हम शाम में अपने आप को अनवाइंड करना चाहते हैं, वी गो फॉर अ पार्टी और मे बी ग्रैब अ बियर, राइट? इट्स बेसिकली अनवाइंडिंग. अनवाइंडिंग का मतलब क्या हुआ? दैट दिस इज मेकिंग मी टू रिलैक्स फॉर सम टाइम, right? And I feel that this is going to just make me feel a little better. I'm at ease. मैं थोड़ा relax हो गया. I'm feeling more comfortable, and I'm able to talk easily, or I'm feeling, because of course it is going to impact your neurotransmitters. It makes changes. But अब उसमें क्या होता है that we don't realize that कि अब हमें every weekend करना चाहिए या every second day करना चाहिए. And कभी-कभी वो culture, like you said, बन जाता है कि it's every day. And we don't even realize that we are actually at the verge of being an alcoholic because we are wanting it every day. Now, again, alcohol का impact इतनी जल्दी आपको नहीं दिखेगा. वो धीरे धीरे करके दिखेगा because it will slowly impact you. The withdrawals will start, confusion, lack of concentration, focus में issue होगा. You will feel a brain fog. You will feel that, the body is again tired, right? And there is a constant exhaustion that you're feeling. So it all impacts you. It might be one of the coping mechanism, that break that I'm taking, the nicotine break. But if I don't get that break, I'm irritable.
Right.
I'm feeling very restless. So I need to, in order to make that restlessness go down, I will go back again to take that break. Now sometimes we are taking even more frequent breaks. अब वो frequent breaks क्यों ले रहे हैं? Is it something else that is bothering you? That's the reason you're taking those breaks, right? Or is it habitual that maybe you just have a smoke in the morning or maybe in the afternoon or evening? It is maybe a set plan, but it becomes very regular. So when it becomes regular, then maybe I need to notice what is it that is happening, which is making me to do that. It takes my mind off for some time.
Yeah.
So understand, procrastination breaks are basically stress relievers, right? मैं थोड़ा सा break मिल गया बीच में to just not think about whatever is worrying me. So actually we need to notice that is it a stress reliever, right? And if it is, then I need to ask myself more questions. What's happening? What am I doing with myself?
Saima, how do we differentiate between depression and burnout?
See, burnout is of two types. There is a lot on my plate, or I don't have enough, right? I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough to care about things or others to care about me. And depression is something which is more impacting your body, mind, and your behavior, and it is impacting on all aspects of your life. Whereas burnout would be more related to one aspect of your life, right? So that could be your work, that could be your personal life also, but it has to be one aspect. You can still do your daily functioning. So आप work पे stressed out हैं, but आप घर जाके अपने daily functioning कर रहे हैं. Like for example, आप सुबह उठ के you're doing your daily chores and coming to work, right? You're feeling that exhaustion, right? You're feeling that it's too much, it's not enough, whatever, either or. But you're doing every day, right? And you can see the similar symptoms also as of the depression, the certain symptoms from depression, which could be, it can be impacting your sleep, your appetite, aches and pains. Sometimes you also have chest pain, anxiety symptoms also. So there would be certain things that would be similar to depression. And depression is impacting all aspects of your life, right? So it is hopelessness, helplessness, worthlessness in every aspect of your life, right? So that's how we can differentiate between a burnout and a depression.
तो जब ये EY का केस आया ना, तब दो तरह के ग्रुप्स दिखे. एक जो बहुत सपोर्ट कर रहे थे मेंटल हेल्थ को, दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट स्ट्रेस. लिंक्डइन पे देखोगे, इंस्टाग्राम पे देखोगे, सोशल मीडिया इज फुल ऑफ दिस न्यूज़, ठीक है. बट दूसरी तरह के लोग who are very casual about it. They're like, it's okay, work is work. Those are the kinds जो workaholics हैं, जिनको पसंद है स्ट्रेस में काम करना, जिनको पसंद है मे बी 12-13 घंटे अपने काम को स्ट्रेच करना एंड ना स्लीप लेना. सो इज बीइंग वर्कaholic a mental disorder?
Workaholic is a concern, right? I would not say it as a mental disorder. It's, yes, a very alarming concern in today's world because we are trying to change the belief around working, right? Working for 70 hours, working late hours, being available after 6 p.m. if that's your log off time, and and being available mentally to work all the time because, again, as I said, it's proving yourself, right? So you have to understand workaholics start from a very insecure thought. Insecure thought, I have to do more than others because the other can climb more. It's ऐसा है जैसे सांप सीढ़ी, right? So सांप सीढ़ी में अगर मैं climb नहीं करूँगा stress, somebody else will, reach it. Or maybe there would be a snake would bite me and I will go down. So it's one of the mindsets which is also coming from the aspect of very insecure space, right? That's one part. Second part is that I am very motivated, right? I want to. There are aspirations and goals which is making me to compromise certain aspects of my life, right? I'm aware of it and I'm making that choice. It's a conscious choice, right? मुझे पता है ये मेरी लाइफ पे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है, मेरे हेल्थ पे इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है, बट ये मेरी कॉन्शियस चॉइस है. मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ बिकॉज मुझे अपने एस्पिरेशंस चाहिए, राइट? मुझे अपने गोल्स अचीव करने हैं, मुझे सक्सेस अचीव करनी है. सो इट्स अ कॉन्शियस चॉइस. सो अगर आप ये डेफिनेशन देखें दैट इट्स ओके, वी हैव टू वर्क बिकॉज इफ़ यू वर्क फॉर मोर आवर्स, इफ़ यू गिव दैट इन्वेस्टमेंट, आप सक्सेस लैडर पे यहाँ जाते हैं. सो देयर इज अ सक्सेस मॉडल विच इज शोन इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. नहीं करोगे तो यहाँ नहीं पहुँच पाओगे, राइट? सो समवेयर वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट वी नीड टू reflect on the leadership. What are they trying to say, right? So we need to, it's alarming for us to see that what kind of a leadership are we showing right now. हम किस तरीके की leadership दिखाना चाह रहे हैं, हम क्या अपनी जो youth है, जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं, क्या हम उन पर reflect कर पा रहे हैं that उनकी क्या needs हैं, right? What are their expectations and are they matching from the demands of the employers? So if there is a wide difference between मेरी क्या demand है और आपकी क्या needs हैं, so of course it would lead to a tired employee which will be eventually unproductive, right? So therefore it's something that we need to address the leadership of today's big organizations wherein they have to be more empathetic, more reflective towards understanding that each individual is coming with different needs, right? Not necessarily long working hours would give them the right kind of product that they're looking for, a good productivity. Maybe it might not. Maybe it would give an exhausted, tired employee who's just trying to slog every day, right? But I'm not able to give. And that will not only impact them, who's going through it, but of course eventually it will impact the organization also, right? So agar hum bigger picture dekhein, it's not helping, it's not a helping model, right? हाँ, कुछ लोगों के लिए ये वर्क करा है, but they become habitual to burnouts. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि उनको burnouts नहीं होते हैं, उनको burnouts होते हैं.
वर्कaholics को भी होते हैं burnouts.
Exactly, and उनको health issues भी होते हैं. Eventually at a younger stage maybe अब हमें ज़्यादा दिखने लगे हैं health issues. But health issues आएंगे. You're prone to BP, you're prone to hypertension and heart diseases, type 2 diabetes, gastrointestinal disorders. You are prone to migraines and other tension or chronic pains. So ऐसा नहीं है कि that's not impacting them. They're taking treatment but going back again. So as I said, it's a habitual chronic burnouts that happens. But they have that, they come back. Then they have that, they come back, right? So it is something that we are bringing acceptance to. Right. Burnout होगा, फिर वापस
This news, this EY story has, you know, brought back the discussion, the controversy that happened when Mr. Narayan Murthy said that he used to work 90 hours a day. And he advised that all Indians should, you know, work 70 hours a day. So, Saima, how many hours should a healthy person, a person who's not stressed, who's not, very physically ill, kitne ghante a person can work in a
Ideally,
week?
it should be only 40 to 50 hours a week,
Okay.
not 70 hours.
That
you're
means
stretching
8
yourself.
hours,
Yeah, 7 to 8 hours.
7 to 8 hours a day.
A day, right? And not more than that, which is, I'm talking about the stretching limit, right? So a stretching limit should be not more than that. This is the stretching limit, which across globe, where the researchers have shown that maximum you can stretch to 50 hours, not more than that.
बाहर तो ये सिनेरियो है, they clock out on their time. If 6 p.m. का है, it's their clock out time, they'll be clocking out at 6. यहाँ तो habit है ना, 9 तक कर लेंगे.
Culture hai na. We have to change the culture. We have to change the mindset. Like I said, that it's a belief that we need to work more on, right? And we need to make that changes. That if we change this belief, yes, we can get a more happier employee, more productive employee, where you feel that you are not only focusing on one part of life, which is work, right?
Companies भी समझेंगे कि that employee will stay for longer time. They don't have to keep, getting new people if their employee is healthy, physically and mentally both.
So we have to understand that it's a culture which has been there for a very long time. It's a belief from our own household also that we are told काम तो बहुत करना पड़ेगा, मेहनत तो बहुत ज़्यादा करनी पड़ेगी, कोई बात नहीं कर रहे हो. So it's okay. This is something which is a part of the grind, right? So somewhere we've all been through that, right? It's generationally coming to us. I say that it's a generational trauma, that we are all going through that, right? So we have to change the belief. We have to change the culture of seeing it differently now. That it's more important to focus on all aspects of life. It's more important to have more purposeful job, right? अगर intent ही चला जाए कि हम क्यों काम कर रहे हैं, purpose ही चला जाए, then we are just being the slave, right? And we are going every day to do that
Task.
तो हम मजदूर बन गए हैं, हम रोज़ जा रहे हैं, हम थक कर वापस आ रहे हैं, बट हम नहीं सोच रहे कि is it making me feel good? Is it making me feel connected to what I'm doing, right? So it's, like I said, it's very important to ask yourself also, because हम भी yes boss वाला attitude लेकर जाते हैं, because we want to keep happy, we want to keep everyone happy around. So yes boss means that I'm dedicated, right? I'm there, I'm very sincere to my job. तो मैं yes बोलूँगा हर चीज़ पे, yes बोलूँगी हर चीज़ पे, because मुझे prove करना है I'm good enough. So I'm also coming from that insecure space, that self-doubt, which makes me to also do extra. So as much as I said, as much as the management is responsible, the top leadership is responsible, and is accountable rather, we are also accountable for our own self, wherein we need to also say no. If it is too much, take that appointment with your leader, your manager, and say, I need to talk about what I'm going through. Because we have this dilemma that agar मैं बात करूँगा तो what if I'm going to face a judgment, right? And that judgment is something which fears us to not come forward, right? So somewhere the leadership has to come forward with the compassion, with
I
the
think कुछ तो
empathetic
बदलेगा.
right?
I think the leadership will somehow understand.
Absolutely, because today we are all very open. Social media is so open to talk about all those things. All the information is out there. Everybody is coming forward to express their experiences, that how they felt and what they are going through. So of course it's the need of the hour that we all need to talk about it. We all need to be the stakeholders in it and work towards it, so that we can take the right step at the right time.
Right time. Saima, if my manager has scolded me over some project, if my colleagues are, bitter to me, मेरी environment बहुत खराब है, मेरा work environment ऐसा है कि that it's unbearable, and I get a panic attack. मैं उस situation में ऐसा क्या कर सकती हूँ? As a psychologist, आप क्या कहोगे? What can I do in that situation जो मुझे better feel करा सकता है?
Take a psychological first aid. जैसे कभी चोट लगती है तो हम फर्स्ट एड लेते हैं, वैसी साइकोलॉजिकल फर्स्ट एड भी है, विच इज़ दैट leave everything what you're doing in that moment. Go to a safe place, which is maybe in your organization, if there is a room, if there is a space, a person, a confidant who you can trust, and sit down and be around with someone, whoever you feel that could be a good support to you. So you need to get out of the space that you are, get out into an open space. You can even get out of the building and maybe go to the park, sit outside, sit in an open space, or a different room if that's not possible, or open spacious room where you can sit comfortably, have a glass of water, right? Have someone to talk about it. There are certain breathing exercises that you can also do to help you. So understand, when you're having a panic attack, it will last for 45 minutes, from minimum to 15 minutes, maximum to 45 minutes, right? And so you have to understand, nothing is going to happen to you. If it is a pricking pain in your chest right in the middle, right, and you're feeling breathless and you're feeling uncomfortable, sit down. Sit down in an open space, right? And if you can have a cold pack in your organization, you can put that cold pack here on the back,
Here on your neck.
on your neck,
Okay.
which will just make you feel a little more calmer, right? So these are few first aid that you can give to yourself. And if you can take a time off, which is maybe take a half day and go back. It's more important that right now you're not feeling well. It's as important as a person who's having any other physical health issue, which could be a high blood pressure or any other concern, which could be a diarrhea, which could be vomiting. Won't you take a break, or a fever, right? You would go and take a half day, go, leave. Usually what we do is that in a panic attack or an anxiety attack, we will take rest for some time and then we try to get back to work. It's as important, it's as concerning as any other physical illness. Please take a break, go back, right? Take a half day. And maybe you can take a day off to rest out, think, reflect, what is that triggered you, what's happening there. And maybe the next thing is that to talk to your management, whoever you feel is more approachable for you, and talk and express that this is what is happening. And if you feel that right now it's too much of an overload, you can even request for half hours, for some time,
Yeah.
for a week, for that matter.
Because
And
mental illness is as equivalent to as having
you
a
need to check
physical
on your
illness,
mental
yeah.
health policies, that what your organization is providing to you. And today's time, we need to provide certain mental health policies also, to if there is a burnout, if there is a panic attack, anxiety attack, what are the things that, what is a protocol that
A change needs to come, I guess.
yes, an employee has to follow. So from your own end, you need to take a break in that moment.
थैंक यू साइमा, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस। आज आपने एक इतने इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक पे हमारे साथ डिस्कशन करी है, जो मैनेजर्स के लिए, एम्प्लॉयज़ के लिए, सबके लिए सुनना बहुत ज़रूरी है। स्पेशली मैनेजर्स जो हमें हेडेक के लिए तो छुट्टी दे देंगे, बट हमें एक पैनिक अटैक के लिए, हमें डिप्रेस्ड फील होने के लिए, या हमें बर्नआउट फील होने के लिए वो छुट्टी नहीं देंगे। सो इट्स रियली इंपॉर्टेंट कि हम अपनी हेल्थ को प्रायोरिटाइज करें, क्योंकि ये फिजिकली, मेंटली, इमोशनली हमें हर तरह से इफेक्ट कर रहा है।
I'm glad that you're today talking about it, and it can reach as many people as it can, so that they can reflect more.
Right.
And it's important for all of us to become a part of that change, because अगर हम open नहीं करेंगे, so the change will not happen. So the change has to start with us. So we need to start talking about that, how it is impacting us, how it is important for us, and eventually there will be a change.
There will be a change. Thank you, Saima. Thank you, everybody, for watching. See you next time in another episode of Fit That.